So I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the cab and chassis of the Global Sweeper and what kind of makes that unique and different, right? So on the machine itself, we're using regular automotive axles on this. You've got Meritor front axles and Dana Spicer rear axle on it. It allows us to use disc brakes throughout the machine. The advantage of that is that we have no pneumatic system on this machine at all in terms of that chassis. It allows us to build the machine over CDL requirements up to a 33,000 GVW, but we can also, using those disc brakes, go down under CDL requirements at 25,900 GVW. So if you do have operators that are non-CDL operators, by all means we can build the machine for that. We just need to know ahead of time when you're ordering it which way you would like the machine to be rated. Okay? The idea here up front with the cab is really all about visibility for us, okay? We've talked a lot about ease of maintenance, we've talked about features for the performance, but one of the things that's really nice about all the Global purpose-built machines is the operator safety and comfort. Engines all the way to the rear. The cab is pressurized and sealed, making it a very quiet environment for the operators to be in. And you'll notice what's very unique is not only this cab over design, which gives you unprecedented sight lines to your debris field and what you're getting ready to pick up, but because it's a single operator station, they have great views to either side of the machine. So if you're sweeping off the right-hand side of the machine, you're turning your head, using your mirrors, keeping an eye on your gutter broom on the curb line on the right-hand side. But let's say you do have those streets that have medians or one-way streets on them and you have a left-hand side curb line that you need to sweep off of. We've eliminated the need to have a dualized cab where we have dual steer in there, 2 operator controls. Operator would have to stop what he's doing, switch controls over to the left-hand side, get out of the machine, walk over, get in, and sweep that section of road on the left-hand side. With the Global, all they're doing is keeping brooms down. They don't even have to stop. They just turn their head from the right to the left, and now they're sweeping effectively off the left-hand side as they would be off the right-hand side of the machine. So great visibility to your debris field and what you're getting ready to pick up. For pedestrians in those municipal areas where you have a lot of pedestrian traffic, you can see and hear emergency vehicles coming up on you, really making it a nice, clean, quiet environment for that operator to be able to operate and see what's going on around them. Again, earlier I talked about the radiator for the machine. The engine's all the way to the rear. Radiator sits right up front here. 2 hydraulic fans pulling fresh air in. They will auto reverse about every 45 minutes to an hour at a high rate of speed, blast off any dust, dirt, and debris that's being built up on that radiator and self-clean itself. Moving on underneath the nose cone here, we'll pop this open real quick and you can see again accessibility. You've got your washer fluid here, AC, you got a brake fluid reservoir, and again we label exactly the type of fluid that's in there that we want you to replace with that, but you can do a real quick check on that. And then we have an in-cab air filter right here. So you can pull fresh air into the cab if you're just driving around town and keep nice fresh air going into the cab. Or if you want, you can hit a switch in the cabin, shut this door, and recirculate that air when you're sweeping so all that dust, dirt, and debris stays outside of that pressurized cab. But again, really, the sight lines are great on it. Maneuverability is key. Because it's purpose-built, we have a very tight turning radius on this, a very short wheelbase on it. So what we're doing is giving you an 18.5-foot wall-to-wall turning radius on these machines, our 4-wheel machines. What I mean by wall-to-wall is if you are in a street that had buildings on either side, an alleyway, if it's 18.5 foot, you could be sweeping down one side, take a tight turn and actually turn the machine around and come back down the other way. Most commercial chassis that other sweeper manufacturers are mounting on are roughly about 23.5 to 24 foot turning radius at the bare minimum, and they'll tell you those are curb to curb, so that includes any overhang that may be going on over curb lines or lawn or anything like that that's on the side of the machine. So again, unprecedented visibility and unprecedented turning radius with your Global purpose-built R4 sweeper.